Well, it's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
I want to kiss your stomach for you. Hear me? You wish I could read your tongue.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon.
Hey, if I'm like playing a YouTube video, will it lag?
We are underway from Mexico City. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
Ready.
Throwing to start here is Tua. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. First carry for Raheem Mostert. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Here's Tua. And the grab by Kroft. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The 7th play now, this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. To a hit, and the ball is out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. There he goes, left side. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it looks like, yes, the Commanders have it.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that era there. Turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Howell trying to pick it up on third. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This from 36 yards out. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. 10-0 the score after one on EA's. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Howell. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. But they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. First down, Howell to throw. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. second down and a run by Robinson. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing again on second down. Powell flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This one from 48 yards away. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 13. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good for 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
So we've reached the intermission, and what? Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Powell. Here's a screen for Robinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A punt return at 65 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 13-7. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
There's Robinson showing the flash. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll run again here with Robinson. Gets around him, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. On 1st down, Howell. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Howell. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Now Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Robinson up the middle. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Dancing to his left. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Sly able to put this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Back now in Mexico City. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th.
Ready?
On play action, here's Tua. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. This ball complete into the hands of Anderson across the middle. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Tua sets up to pass it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, which to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Lanny, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Here's Tressway now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Now Hill to return it. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it'll be Dolphin football. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. Now Tua. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To try again after the sack. Tua gets this one to Hill. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Tua. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Robinson with another carry. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. From the gun on third down, Howell. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So Tua and the Dolphins down 16-14, 26 seconds to go. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. Tagovailoa. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Cameron Curl, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Charles, in these lower scoring games, Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them. Off the play fake, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards on the play. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott to throw it. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Brandon, there was more on his mind there than just getting to the first down marker. Saw an opportunity to get a big play and wasn't going to let the defense do a lot to stop him from getting there.